Tua's back this week, just so you know.
Yeah, I know that, but were we talking about you?
Yes, actually.
Okay.
But
heat check. Damn, I got burned by my own thermometer.
And welcome back, everybody. It's time for the Week 7 Heat Check. Heat Check. It's the commish in the Consigliere on a much more pleasant, I'm happy to say, October evening here on the back deck, catching a little bit of the waning sunlight. Commish, how you doing?
I'm very good. Everybody, check your thermometer and your thermostat because it's time for the heat check.
And your humidifier.
Yeah. Don't forget that. Anything you need now.
We went solo last week, Westy, amidst the elements.
The rain.
And that was
blame it on the rain.
But that was that was fun in its own way. So, but we're not alone today, of course. We are joined by Funhouse regular fixture, my arch rival, and the owner of the FX fantasy team that you all know and hate, Justin Bucha, joining us here on the deck tonight. How are you doing, Justin?
Doing great, thank you, Dano, and thank you, Westy.
Oh, that would be the commish if you're on my show.
I apologize.
It's my show. Talk to him.
Let me bow down to the commish.
It's interesting that Bucha is on the show today because he did something really, really tremendous.
Is that right?
He brought the mystery men down to earth.
Oh, you know what? Yeah. Quick, let's talk about that real quick, Bucha. Break down what happened last week.
Well, first of all, honestly, I feel bad because he's my cohort in defeating you.
That's right.
Look at that.
Yes.
Oh, is he going to be okay for what's coming up, or is his ass
all I got to
broke?
say about that, I have no idea who the hell Deion Jackson is. I didn't before.
Action Jackson.
I had no idea who he was before Saturday night at 9 o'clock, apparently. But
So I think most of America is with you on that.
exactly. But I saw it. I put him in, got 28 points, and actually
move
my
by
team
him.
actually performed.
Let's just jump right into it. Now, Commish, you wanted to make a point this week as we are approaching the halfway point of the fantasy season.
Yes.
And you wanted to check in on the eye on the prize, as it were.
Yes, because I was thinking, although the heat check is full of shenanigans and all that fun stuff, we have to keep the eye on the prize, which is who's going to be wearing the championship belt.
Yeah, I've actually got the if the playoffs were to end today, what the bracket would look like.
Yes, and we don't have to talk about the one seed again for the second year in a row.
At this midway point, yes. Right now, the commish and Southside Menace would be occupying pole position, number one with the bye. Number two, also with a bye, would be our favorite mystery man, Brian Howell.
We just got smacked down to earth.
That's right.
Yeah, as Westy Damas called it, he was just keeping your spot warm.
That's it. And I don't know how much you have, any of that smoke and mirrors you have left in your back pocket there, buddy. They're about to run out.
He's going to need some more.
Because guess who is looking at number 3? Unfortunately, the defending champ himself. And I say unfortunately because we already made his year. Man, that guy's going to spontaneously combust if he wins it.
Yeah. So that's true. Yeah, so he's in the third seed, and he would be playing in the I guess wild card round. I don't know what you call these things. Whatever the first round of the fantasy playoffs is, against a team that we now must lift the moratorium on the commish talking about it because it's just too relevant this week.
Yes, and he had an impressive win too. I must say.
That's right.
But
that's Nick Baranowski of Ill 1/5, by the way.
Yeah, the irrelevant, and I'll make him even more irrelevant after I give him the smackdown this week because he is playing the commish.
Yes, he is.
And then, but
that would have been game of the week if it wasn't for this
what
going
is
on.
about to come out, which is
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
But the 4-5 seed right now is FWO versus FX.
It is,
which is amazing.
You couldn't draw it up
better. So, what do you have in store for us, guys?
Come the playoffs, I'm gonna stomp him like I'm gonna stomp him this week.
But I'm gonna come to your defense and say that might not be that far off because, like a gator in the weeds, this man, he's lurking. He's lurking.
He's way too high on Taysom Hill, who's probably going to have
a little bit.
week.
Just a little bit.
Well,
He had his day.
Yeah, a little
bit.
He gets 1 day a year, and he just had it. Well, let me ask you guys this: is there of the teams that we didn't mention in that projection? Is there anybody you think might sneak in there and maybe take one of those lower seeds?
I'll defer to my guest, but I have an opinion. Our guest, I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. I apologize.
No, that's fine.
Because I know I would never invite him on this fucking show.
There's a chop waiting for you, Westy.
No violence on the show.
I mean, honestly, you got to think what happens if Drew's team gets healthy.
That's amazing. We agree.
Yeah.
Oh, see,
Look
we
at
are.
that.
Kumbaya.
All right, I'm leaving off the podcast right now.
I think that Mark, of course, had a little bit of a surge there.
Come on.
True.
Come on.
Well, then again, what we're talking about is somebody's taking a spot from Ill 1/5, which I didn't think I was going to have to convince you too hard about.
Nah, I think I might have to. Maybe I'm hedging my bets just in case he beats me.
Oh man,
It comes out.
I hope that isn't an indication of doubt, Commissioner.
No, I'm just saying. I want to, I just want to make sure that, even though I'm going to smack him around a little bit, that he's still going to pick himself up, my little buttercup, and keep on going. Because, everyone gets their ass whooped by the menace every once in a while. It's just about how you come back from it.
We've talked about the teams at the top looking ahead. Let's talk a little bit about the teams at the bottom looking ahead.
Uh-oh.
On the punishment watch.
It's official. You
Now, we would be remiss if
Yes,
we didn't
we
talk about one very important highlight from last week's games, and that is that the referee, our beloved Lorenzo Bubba, picked up his first win of the season.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I don't think he's happy about it, though, because he seems to want to eat that burger.
I think he does too.
I mean, the good news for him is that he's still last. So he's still in line to eat that burger.
Yes, he is.
But his win, of course, came at razor thin margin. That's what I was thinking of earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Over Clayton and the dumpster fire.
Which I remember Clayton was like, he saw it coming.
He
like
called
a
the
train
shot.
wreck.
Yeah. Clayton is now slotted in there at number 11, dumpster fire.
Yeah.
And chilling out now at number 10 is his brother in burgers, Mark.
It doesn't matter how you feel.
Yeah.
So once again, two burgers sitting there in the punishment watch.
Big time. What's going on? Big time. Wait a minute, I need to stop because he owes me some money. Oh, look who's there, our friendly neighborhood bartender.
This segment is
Derek
brought
Berger.
to you by The Funhouse and Derek Berger.
Hello, everyone.
How are you?
Derek? Fantastic. Oh, I got all these.
What a gentleman.
That's what I do. I'm the
Until
production.
Sunday.
Production.
He's a gentleman until
Yeah.
Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
And we're trying to plan a new studio in the Funhouse. And, we haven't talked to the Kowalskis about the zoning and anything like that yet. But
Right. I'm thinking.
Oh, I'm sure they'll be all for it.
I'm thinking we just commandeer the entire middle of the deck. Just build it, soundproof glass and everything, and of course, Shure microphones. That'll be billed to them. It'll pay for it.
I'll pay for itself.
This is
Let's get the-
basically the way that NFL team owners bilk Oakland for a fucking stadium.
Yes,
That's what we're gonna do.
We're gonna do it.
We're gonna bilk the Kowalskis for a studio in the middle of the.
Hey,
$300 microphones. That's not bad.
and look, it's
I
fun.
mean, 3. I think 5. Well, let's talk about how the our gambling went down last week. We had, of course, the side pool was the highest overall score, and I can tell somebody wants to talk about it.
It's Wesley Damas. We all know his record, and it just so happens that yes, I believe with my win last week, because again, certain people just don't have. I don't know why they don't jump in, Nick, and I know why Bucha didn't jump in, but he's here. He can defend himself. I won't go there. But I am the only motherfucker in this league that has won 2 side bets.
But as you just pointed out, it's because certain people aren't participating when they should. Then there's the game of the week from last week, which was, of course, me versus the commissioner. And that did, in fact, hit the over comfortably, I think. I think we beat it by about 10, 20 points.
Yeah, I think we did. And unfortunately, I forgot to put my bet in.
Oh,
I believe. So,
oh,
but I'm
no.
okay with that because I had another bet with you.
Well, yeah, good news for
So-
me is that I did, of course, bet the over, and that hit, which earned me a nice $5, which I can now use to pay you,
My man.
Commissioner, because
Nice and crisp, too.
he did dust me by well more than the 10 points that he offered me. This week, of course, side pool is highest scoring starting tight end. And at the time of this recording, anyway, we've got a pretty healthy pool going on.
A lot of late bets came in,
Yeah,
mind you.
I did a little prompting right before we started recording,
Last
and,
minute bets coming in.
and we got it going.
Just right under the wire.
So I'll start with the people who aren't here. Of course, Treasurer Bookie Mark is participating. He's got Kyle Pitts, which, although he has been at times a disappointing tight end, but he's always got a high ceiling, so
Hey, you never know.
that's reasonable.
No, they've been taught. He just had a touchdown last week.
That's right.
So maybe this gets him off the shine.
And then Mystery Man Brian Howells is starting Bellinger on the Giants.
Jesus Christ.
Who I have to say I don't know as apt for the Mystery Man. I don't know much about Bellinger either.
Well, I can tell you this, children's. This is exactly why you go a sack and put your money in. Who knows? This little Mystery Man Bellinger might help the Mystery Man when he ain't scared.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bellinger. I looked at it. I looked at his stats. I was eyeing him up too because
Yeah, you know.
unfortunately I dropped a tight end this week for a little concept. See what happens. But he's consistent, not high points, but a good
Hey, man.
10, 12 points.
When it
That
comes
could win you the game.
When it comes to tight ends,
Yeah.
man, all you need is them touchdowns, man, and there's like 5 catches.
Westy, you've got 2 options. I don't think you've decided yet.
No, I have not. I'm leaning towards Hawkinson. Mm-hmm. But as we were talking in the green room before the show,
Yes.
I still can't believe those damn Detroit Lions are 1-4, and they came out like gangbusters. And so I don't know how much I trust a Detroit Lion right now because they might be our same old Detroit Lions, but.
Well,
And Everett, you know.
you can't trust the team. Generally speaking, you've been able to trust their offensive playmakers fantasy-wise.
Really?
It's like we were talking.
Yeah, you
They're
never
putting
know.
up points, putting up fantasy points.
They are.
Real
so
points in the
even
game.
Losses. So.
Yep, just losing those close games when
And-
everybody's healthy anyway.
And Everett is, I'm beginning to see he's a high catch volume guy. He might not necessarily be a touchdown guy. So I'm probably leaning towards Hawkinson.
Okay. And then I've got I'm starting Taysom Hill, because
Flash in the pan.
participating
Little bit.
in the pool this week. It's more about the fact that I'm like, all right, if he can do one of those like weird 30-point games that he did that one time to get me the pool, that'd be great. Here's why I gotta aim so high is because Bucha, you've got Mark Andrews, who if it wasn't for Travis Kelce, Dion, you would
Probably be the favorite.
Dion's still got like 3 hours.
he does.
Yeah.
We'll see.
As of the taping of the show.
Right,
the
he's not in
program,
it yet.
As of the taping of the program, there's no Dion. So, if that's the case, you did make a compelling argument for Hill, but I ain't going to go there. I don't have that. So I'm going to say it's either going to be between Bucha.
Oh, breaking news!
Oh!
Breaking news!
Oh, Dion
Oh
just
my
jumped
God!
in!
Literally, as we were
Yes,
talking about
we were
it,
talking.
on
This is
the
not
air,
live. This is not live.
on the air.
Dion just jumped in, so that changes things.
Oh my goodness!
So now it's going to be probably the clear favorite is
Yeah.
Kelsey, and then Andrews, and then I would have to say Hawkinson might be in the top 3.
And of course, the other big bet is the game of the week, which, as we told you, and why he's here today, is going to be FWO versus FX, me versus Bucha. Now, Let's see. The over-under on this one, if memory serves, it was 229.8.
Okay.
Must have really been crunching those numbers, Mark. Get something so very specific. But much like last week, when it was you and me, Kamesh, just like I gotta bet on myself. I gotta bet on Hill and like guys like Travis Etienne just going
Pete
on.
Rose in fantasy football, everybody. Betting on his own
I don't
team.
like betting over-unders because I don't trust my team whatsoever. And obviously I got Jonathan Taylor in again. And
That's right. You have
knows?
Jonathan Taylor in his triumphant return, stealing the ball back from Action Jackson.
Give me 10 points and I'll take FWO for $5.
He's going to give me 10 points.
So that means he has to win by
You got
at least 10
at least
points.
10.
all right, hold on here. Let me pull this up here. Len.
Really break it down.
Since you're so confident, Gator, in the weeds. Because remember, this is a big game for you. You might end up coming close to me in the standings. You know, you gotta keep up with the Menace. And the Menace could run away with this thing if FWO beats your ass.
You know, just because we're on the podcast, looking at that, I'll shake you right
There you
now.
go. $5, I'm getting 10.
You're getting 10. Dan will get 10.
The deal is struck. I'm getting 10 points, and these two are going to have $5 on the game. I noticed that in terms of the transactions this week, Bucha, you made the very spiteful decision to pick up the Miami defense.
Well, if you don't know, I don't want to give away my trade secrets, but I always stream defenses, and
No, but specifically the defense you chose to stream, because of course the Dolphins
it is kind of interesting, isn't it?
are playing against my Steelers
stars
this
are
week.
aligning.
And you are clearly banking on them having a big day.
I am. I think they're gonna take it to Pickett, give him another concussion.
Oh wow, that's just spite coming from the Team Tua over there.
So I do gotta say, I'm just waiting for the time, you know, when I get like every week I can say Pickett to Pickett, Pickett to Pickett.
Yeah, I don't like
Pickleback?
saying things like Team Pick. That's just not a good look.
Ooh, that could be a good nickname for the Picklebacks.
Oh, I like that. I like that,
Yeah.
Westy. I'm gonna have to start doing picklebacks in here.
Yeah.
Pickleback.
Anytime you get a Pickens to Pickett or Pickett to Pickens,
Oh,
I don't
God.
even know. You have to do a pickleback shot.
Oh, if Pickett goes off, then we're
Twist my
screwed.
fucking arm. Yeah.
This is the man who invented. What did you invent with the hockey?
Oh, the Latang Tang.
So now you have a pickleback for the Pickets.
Right. That's right.
Oh, so next year I see us crawling out of the funhouse because we had too many picklebacks.
Fucking crawl out of here anyway. I mean, like,
That's
I might,
very true.
you're just choosing your weapon at
They're
this
going to
point.
be about Tanner Rice. All of a sudden, we're going to be fucking.
Yeah.
Every time Pittsburgh plays, we're all going to die.
It was Colonel Mustard in the study with a jar of pickle juice. The importance of that is Miami and Pittsburgh are playing, which is going to be happening again prime time on Sunday, and I think that's a good segue for us to get into some of the other goings on this Sunday evening.
Yes, a lot of shenanigans going on.
Now we as you all know, we've got the belt in our possession, and we are going to present it to Rob. And I think what we want to aim for is to do it right around 10:30 or whenever Lorenzo starts his set. I think we should do this from the stage, broadcast it to the
Definitely.
entire
Agreed.
room,
Agreed.
and so certainly be there by 10:30. But you might want to be there even earlier than that. Because Wesley, what have you got literally cooked up for us?
Well, we're going to have Wesley's Buffet.
Yes.
Yep. And the menu has been planned to be a little bit of roast beef, sandwiches, and to our boy Clayton, he's bringing the cheese and the horseradish sauce and the club rolls or codger rolls.
Yeah.
And you'll have nice roast beef sandwiches. And then for our vegan people, you'll get that macaroni and cheese that everybody loves from Wesley. And then for our Italian folk, we're going to make a nice little lasagna. Very good, very delicious. And actually, I'm doing something I've never done with my lasagna before. I'm not gonna use one cheese or two or even three.
Oh my goodness. Not the superfecta of cheese.
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna introduce Romano into my little filling.
Whoa!
So it's gonna be
okay.
great. And I'm contemplating putting a little sausage in my ground beef. so we'll see what happens. But yes, for all you people who only show up to events because of free food, there'll be plenty for free food, so you shouldn't have any excuse.
Westy, isn't that like it's like a Godfather inspired lasagna recipe?
Yes, we were thinking about that. There might be a little Chianti in there.
Maybe a little sugar?
A little sugar.
Yeah.
A little sugar.
Yeah,
It's
you
gonna be
don't want to
delightful.
miss Westy's sausage. And
There also will be the heat check equipment there. So
Oh yeah.
if you feel you have something to retort, or you just want to get on here and just act like a fool, we will accommodate you.
We'll see what happens. Let's just say I think the Steelers are definitely going to kick the bucket to the Miami Dolphins that night, and Dolphins will prevail.
Tua is back.
Just like FX is going to prevail that night.
Well, you went a little too far now. Don't get the fish all riled up.
FX is winning everything.
It's time to take a break for a couple of important messages
From our sponsors.
brought to you by our soon-to-be combatants. For too long, the FWO has been victim of countless transgressions at the hand of FX, and it has taken months of tireless hard work and overcoming numerous obstacles. But this Sunday, on October 23rd, I finally got Bucha exactly where I want him. Alone, without any support, and with nothing between me and him. I'm gonna put him down on the linoleum for that 3-second pan. You heard it here. I will see you on Sunday, my man.
So I heard what you had to say, Dano. And you know what? Just like every night, when Lorenzo plays, especially this night when the Steelers and Dolphins play, you're going to get the awakening of your life when you lose everything. And I put you through the linoleum, straight to hell, just like the fans are saying. And FX is going to reign supreme, just like every night. Bring it on.
So yeah, I think that did plenty to raise some anticipation for what's going to go down this Sunday.
I think so, and I just hope that everyone, seriously, like, if you can make it as an owner, please come, because we need to have, what makes this league fun is that we all get to see each other, and this is a perfect occasion for us all get together, drink some beer, talk shit, watch Lorenzo be a fool. No burgers! But with that said, Bucha, thank you for showing up. I think you did a great job, and we might invite you back.
In spite of the
Thank you,
burgeoning
Westy.
violence, thank you very much for coming on, man.
And I'll let you go. It's the commish, not Westy. Or Westy Damas. Or just Jackass.
Or just a chop in 2 seconds.
Oh!
Can we do a chop? Like
No!
that? Can we please do a chop?
I'm
live
not
on
on
air?
retirement just yet. Oh!
So listen, thank everybody.
Workman's comp!
Thanks everybody for listening. Have a great week.
See you, everybody.
Good luck in the
As
games.
always, thank you all.
Good luck, everybody.
Yeah. Cheers.